We are back with another one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Edward Builder, and I'm bringing you tonight's stimulus update for Wednesday, October the 21st. Tonight, we're going to hear from the problem solvers. We're also going to hear from Nancy Pelosi, Mark Meadows. We're going to see where that overall PPP bill stands, and of course, where the extended stimulus package stands that Mitch McConnell had up for vote in the Senate. We will also check out the position on the 48-hour deadline that ended yesterday and see if we've made progress in the overall stimulus package from Nancy Pelosi again with the administration. We got a lot to talk about, guys, all that and more. Also, stay tuned to the end of this video because I have a giveaway that I want to tell you about where you guys could get some much needed cash into your bank accounts for all of my lucky subscribers out there who post comments down below. So stick around to the end of the video if you want to hear about that giveaway. Let's get into the details right after this. Thank you guys again for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe and join the channel. Become a member. We got a lot to talk about here. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, if you guys become a subscriber, every time I reach a new 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving one lucky subscriber $100. I want it to be you. I'm going to pick from the lucky comments down below. All you got to do is drop some comments on all of my videos. Go out and increase your chances of winning and put comments all over the place. And it'll increase your chances of winning $100 when I reach the next 1,000 subscribers. So it pays to join the channel. Let's get into the details. As I said earlier, we're going to talk about the problem solvers who released a letter last night stating that the entire stimulus package is held up on the language on how to combat the virus. This is over that national test plan versus a state test plan. They also went on to state that the $500 billion skinny bill that Mitch McConnell was attempting to pass today in the Senate, it did not go far enough. We now understand that bill did not pass, and the PPP was also blocked by Chuck Schumer. Both of those bills proposed by Mitch McConnell did not go anywhere. Not a surprise, but it didn't go anywhere the first time. Now we do know that these things are included in the new bill that's being discussed between Nancy Pelosi, are included in the next stimulus package, this 2.2, 2.0, $1.8 trillion package. We're not exactly sure on the numbers yet. And Mark Meadows dropped us some details that we are now in a phase 2. Phase 2 of the stimulus package efforts between Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi. This is actually really great news because within the last 24 hours, he has stated that we have moved the ball down the field. State and local, of course, is still up for debate. Mark Meadows is suggesting that if we put the money into transportation and onshoring, that means invest in America, give some tax credits to some local industries and local businesses, that we could convince the Republicans to vote in the favor of this overall stimulus package. And then, of course, that number can increase, right? We could go above 1.8, who, the Republicans are a little bit concerned and leery about. If we want to go above the 1.8, 2.0, or reach the 2.4, we kind of got to give a little bit in the direction towards bringing businesses back to America. And that's what Mark Meadows indicated tonight. On CNBC, Mark Meadows discussed the open items that are still up for debate, tax appropriation, and health and community service, suggesting that we're not just a few dollars apart, but we are still miles apart. Again, now that's a difference between a $1.8 billion bill and a $2.4 billion bill. Yes, I would agree. That's $600 billion apart. Definitely seems like miles. However, Mark Meadows is suggesting that some of the big things that the Republicans would definitely not want to see included in this bill and would move to remove are the poison pills. This is to get language in place to prevent things like undocumented workers and potentially the $600 in PUA. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there on unemployment are really hoping for that $600. I think that this is part of the poison pills that they would like to remove. Now, once the text is done, Mark indicated that even if they're a few $1 billion apart, Donald Trump suggested to him that they could increase the bill into things like PPP, onshoring, and efforts to increase direct payments to people. So Donald Trump is saying, go big or go home. And he doesn't want to just put that money into nothing. He wants to put it into PPP, onshoring, bringing jobs back to America, and increasing direct payments. That's pretty good news if you ask me. Nancy Pelosi has informed us in a letter that her and Steve Mnuchin have turned the overall negotiation over to their committee members and their delegates. This is really good news because this means we are now entering into the phase 2 that she spoke about, where now all they're discussing is the technical details, appropriation of funds, etc., right? So that means we've reached somewhat of an agreement. She went on to say she's optimistic and hoped that they could reach the agreement prior to the election. She also stated that their overall 48-hour deadline was, and I quote, "Give us your position." She just wanted to know where the administration's position was on the overall stimulus package. Nancy Pelosi, with a big smile on her face, noted they finally arrived at a method to crush the virus. This is where she wanted a national test plan, not so much a state and local test plan, but a national test plan. Basically, Nancy Pelosi is suggesting she has gotten what she wants on testing and contact tracing, some of the major sticking points that were out there. And she's quoted in saying, "Children learning, parents earning." This would suggest that on the tax credits and child dependence that she has also gotten closer to what she's been asking for the whole time. A report here suggests from Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin after speaking today that we are better prepared to reach a compromise on a national testing plan. And of course, if we are now into the committee chairs and turned it into the delegates, we're into that phase 2. We are nearing closer and closer to a package that might actually get passed. And an update on the virus, we are now 60,592 new cases with 929 new deaths. Remember, not to get relaxed on the overall regulation. I know there is a exhaustion of these rules and requirements and these suggestions, but follow them as close as you can to avoid new cases and a new spike. That has been your late night stimulus update for Wednesday, October the 21st. If you guys like the way I laid out this video for you, consider becoming a subscriber. Join the channel where it pays you guys to be subscribers. I'll explain, okay? I talked about that giveaway earlier. Every time I reach 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 new subscribers, that means when that 999 turns 000 and I get a new 1 following it or leading it. Sorry. Every time I turn a new 1,000, I want to give one lucky subscriber $100. I want to give you $100. Simply go down below, drop me a comment, be a subscriber, give me a thumbs up, and I will select, when I turn the next 1,000, one lucky subscriber to give $100 to. I thank you guys so much for joining me again. You guys are a great community. I love you all. I will talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.